Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? I'm seeing women, right? But individually, I'm channeling the energy of women, right? These women, I'm seeing them as they're living their life in their own reality, their world, right? I'm seeing them. I'm seeing these women here. The breed, the archetype of these kind of women, you don't resonate. You're not in that vibration or wavelength or frequency. You would never be friends with these women, simply put, or even work with them or anything like that. So these women are all fixated on your identity somehow. They have a level of obsession over your identity somehow. They're all looking at your life somehow. Okay? You have the identity card here. The reason for them looking at your life is because they see you as the type of woman they would like to be. But the problem comes in when there's a fine line, right? It's not like, oh, I'm inspired, I'm motivated, I'm encouraged, by this woman to also step into a certain energy as a woman. No, it's more like they're looking at you and actively plotting, scheming, strategizing, and planning against you. They're not like, these are women whose everyday life, there's a routine where they have to stalk you somehow, watch you, right? Or inquire about you. There's something they need to do every day that has to do with you, watching you, knowing about you, seeing you, hear information about you. And this is to furthermore enable them to strategize, plan, plot, and scheme against your life and your identity. These women don't want you to be seen. They don't want you to be known. They want your identity to be completely hidden. It's like how someone that, it's like, because let's say maybe an example, an analogy, a reference point, a case study. Let's say one of these women, let's say this was me, right? Where one of these women was watching me, and let's say this woman, they use witchcraft to get a man, and let's say there's a message I delivered about how there's someone using witchcraft to get a man. This woman will watch me, hate me, strategize, plan, plot, scheme against me, because I'm voicing out the truth of what people in general do. But because they do it, they'll take it personally too. So it's like I'm an enemy because I stand for something that I stand for something that, you get what I'm saying, beloved? Like, coming back to the generalization of this message, the breed and archetype of a woman you are exceeds their vibration, their wavelength, their frequency. There's a reason they don't want you to be seen. They don't want you to be known. They're afraid that if you ever were to be seen and known in a specific way, like you'll take over, or you'll lead something here. These women don't want you to live your life, okay? They're afraid that you will blossom and flourish. And because yeah, these women, they want your anointing here with the star, but it's reversed, right? They want your anointing, they want your energy in that way. They want your anointing. The reason they don't want you to be seen and known is because who you are contradicts what they represent or what they stand for as women. So your womanhood clashes with their womanhood because you're of a high vibration, you're of a high frequency and wavelength, and they're comics, they're low vibration, no woman, right? They know that about themselves. They see that in you. This is something they can't, it's like, it's one of those things that they can't ignore. There's certain things of life you just can't ignore. Can't ignore that the sky is blue, there's trees, there's the air we breathe that we need. You know what I'm saying? There's key factors of life that we can't ignore. And that ties down to everything. There's people that just can't ignore. They just shine so bright, or they just this way and that way. And you are one of those people. They just can't ignore you. They try to let you be, but this fixation and obsession grows every day because the breed and archetype of a woman that you are, they'd really like to be that. But because they can't, they actively strive to destroy your life or stand in the way of your reality somehow. These are women that stalk you and watch you, and whatever they see, or also they inquire about you. Whatever they see, whatever they know, whatever information they figure out about you, they use that to plan, strategize, scheme, and plot against you in secret here. Yeah. Like, these are women that want you erased from the face of the earth because of who you are and what you know. We have the Six of Pentacles. They don't want to be in your energy as friends or anything like that. They know it will never happen. These women know that who they are, you'll never see any resemblance in who they are, or you'll never resonate with their identity. You will never stand in the same energy as them. You'll never, ever want to be around them. They know that. I just heard, if I can't have you, no one can. If we can't be friends, if, I can't be in your energy, these are women that only want to be in your energy because they want to feed from your energy in a particular way. They want people to look at them as having some form of association to you because of who you are, but they know that will never happen. And because you being who you are and knowing what you know poses as a supposed threat to them. Like, it's a supposed threat that you are who you are and you know what you know. And because they can't get into your energy to keep tabs on you, or to pretend, or to lie, to act, to fake, they want to remove you from the face of the earth or stand in the way of your life. These women hate how you shine. They hate how you have a certain level of character to you, the way you carry yourself, right? They hate that in a room of women, you stepping in, you would take all the shine amongst all the other women in the room. You know, that anointing on you is really something these women are obsessed over and fixated about. Just tap in and talk to God further. It's like they want to get close to you enough to see everything, like what you do, what you eat, where you go, how you talk, and the way in which you do things, like, but they can't though. And the reason they want to do that is because you have these women that can't believe that someone like you exists. Like, your level of womanhood really freaks them out here. You freak these women out. Like, you're high vibrational, you know what I'm saying? You're an empress. You vibrate high. Your frequency, your wavelength, it's very high. You have these women secretly in their homes. I'm seeing them actively trying to apply your ways of being in their reality. So if you talk like this, or if you go there, if you do this, if you know, they want to apply your ways, your identity, your energy in their life. It has gotten to that point here, this fixation, this obsession over your identity. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Yeah, you are literally a leader. Like, you are like a leader. You're teaching these people, you're showing them how it's done. Like, you are showing them what a real woman, you know, is about. Like, you are a representation of the mirror to their own falsehood. Like, when they look at you, they see how fake they are because of how real you are. You understand what I'm saying? With the Hierophant energy, we have Aries energy, we have double Aries energy, or triple Aries energy. We have Leo energy, we have Aquarius energy, we have double Taurus energy here. They know they can't be friends. You'd never even want to be near them. They can't be friends with you. There's something here with regards to who they are and what they know and what they do. These are women that bewitch men to get them to love them. These are women that bathe in certain incantations of potions to enable people to see them a certain type of way, glamour, beauty spells, and things like that. These are women that, you know, they lie about their image, their reputation to the masses of people in their reality. They're all about being the most powerful woman in their reality, in their world, and in their life. Now you see the fixation and the obsession comes in when they see that you are the most powerful woman they've ever met or encountered or seen or known of or heard about. It contradicts who they thought they were. I thought I was powerful, but that woman's crazy. You know, type energy, like she's like so this and that, you know? Yeah. These women have been in your energy for a while with the Knights of Pentacles. They've been in your energy for quite some time now. Okay? They've been hiding in the shadows, trying their very best to blend in plain sight so that you don't identify that you have active stalkers. Like, these women drive where you go. If you go on a certain errand, they'll follow you there. You literally have a group of women in the same energy of stalking you and watching your life because of the powerful womanhood you carry and how it poses as a supposed threat to them. You don't even know these hoes. However way they were exposed to your energy and your identity, since then, they've been fixated and obsessed. It's sickening. It really is. I see you driving somewhere and they follow you, or you take a walk, or you literally have women that will take pictures of you in your day-to-day life just to reflect on the pictures and watch what you wore and how you did what you did, and when you were walking you did it like this. They're power hungry women that they're seeing the ultimate power that they wish they had in another woman. They're obsessed over the power of your womanhood. This is like, I've always wanted to be like this. Look at them. They're exactly how I've always wanted to be like. You understand what I'm saying? This has everything to do with the power of your womanhood. Okay? It's like how someone who thinks that they have the best cootie cat, and then they identify having the best cootie cat as like being a powerful woman. But then when they see a woman of integrity, dignity, morals, tradition, ethics, values, it shames them. Because it's like, damn, I base my power off my cootie cat, and this one, they're literally the epitome of power itself. You understand what I'm saying? You are that for these women. You show them what a real woman is really like. Like, you're actively showing these women. They're so afraid of you being seen and known here. They know you and them will never be friends or anything like that. They wouldn't even want you in their reality. They feel like you'll take control and have, everyone love you and love you over them. Now they don't matter. Like, these people are so obsessed and fixated about how you shine and who you are and what you know. We have the Lovers reverse. It's a love and hate relationship they have with you, because yes, there's this power you hold, but the mirror of the power, like when they experience your power, it mirrors their weakness as a woman. It mirrors their faults and their falsehood. It mirrors what they lack. And instead of them being motivated within themselves by your identity, it just creates this obsession and fixation to erase your identity completely. But these women can't do that. Like, these are women that are even afraid of doing that to you, even though that's what they want. They wish that you would just disappear and go away and no one knows you or thinks about you or sees you, anything like that. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. These are women that are out of touch with like reality. These are women that base their life off of aesthetics and trends and things like that, things of that nature. Like, it's all about how I look and what people think about me and, things like that. These are women that have no mental acuity high enough to understand certain things. Like, you will not be able to hold a conversation with a woman like this. You won't. There are certain men that these women will never be able to even get because of their mental acuity. You can have the fattest butt, but be a dumb brain with no morals. You're just a walking fat butt. But that's what you base your strength on. Imagine walking around thinking you are powerful because you have a big butt. There's some mental acuity, like that's some low IQ energy. You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna get to a certain point in your life if you are that out of touch or that dumb? Like, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. It bothers them so much that you are who you are. Like, it really does. It's like, stop existing. Stop showing me how much work I've yet to put on myself. Stop showing me that there's still mental health that I have to assess. Stop showing me that my emotional instability controls me. Stop showing me that I lack self-esteem and confidence. Like, you just being you reflect all those things about these women. They're bothered, to say the least. Hence, they just wish, man, you could go away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these women tried. Like, they tried to plan, plot, scheme, strategize against your life, but they have gotten nowhere with it. As they constantly try to do this, the fixation and the obsession increases. It increases. It really does. They just become like, these are creepy women here. These are women that also like would love to like experience your energy sexually, just to feel your power as a woman, that womanhood that they're so fixated and obsessed over. Power to these women is everything, but the thing is, they've fallen into the perception that power lies in, oh, I have big this and big that. Excuse me, when I open my legs, it's human biology for a man to be aroused when certain things are done to them. It doesn't mean you are this powerful person just because this man is aroused by you. It's their human nature to be aroused, and it's our human nature as women to be aroused as well. So when this man makes you aroused, does that mean they're the most powerful man and they have power because you're aroused? Because they touched you down there? When it's human biology that when you're touched down there, there's certain brain stimuli that is activated that enables you to be fucking horny. Power. The hell are you talking about? Whatever. We have the Two of Pentacles here. As time continues forward, these women actively try to stay away from you because they can't eliminate you or take your life. They see you and they're scared. Yes, the thought crosses their mind. They try and strategize and plot and scheme and all these things, and they feel all this hatred, and at the same time they have this love, but they can't act upon it because there's nothing that can be done to you. You don't know these people. Imagine a woman trying to kill you because you are more powerful than her. In your reality, your life, and your world, you don't even know her. What is that? That's sickness. These are sick hoes. We have the Knights of Swords. They need to really evaluate themselves, like literally. And I would advise you, if you are on social media, my divine feminines, right? Do not be it's like, don't be alarmed, but be wise about how you show up to the world in that sense, because there's a certain level of vulnerability people expose on social media, forgetting that there's all types of creeps and freaks watching. People that have all types of illusions that they live in, and they see something different. You think you saying this, they hear something different. You posting this, they see something different. And be wise about how you show up to the world, and have the discernment that, you know what, not everybody is in their right state of mind or right state of being in general. Let's tap in further. Let's see. Like, I'm definitely channeling, like, these women want to like touch you, smell you. It's weird. Like, we have the strength. This is all about your power here. The strength energy, the power you have when you walk into a room or step outside in general, the power you have when you speak with conviction, or when you just use your voice in any way, the power you have when you look into someone's eyes and make eye contact. You know, these women pay attention to things about you that you don't care about. It's like someone saying, oh, when I watch, like someone saying they notice like that I use my hands and I do this a lot, or I do this a lot, or I do this a lot, because things like that, things that I wouldn't care about. I'm just being myself. Like, so what? I do this and that. You know what I'm saying? But to them, it's something else. Like, whoever you are, what what you know. It's just they interpret it and perceive it in a different likeness here. We have the Lovers coming out again. These women, their key concern is you being known or seen. Like literally, they want to make sure that you're not known or seen. Because they can't eliminate you from the face of the earth with their delusional ass, they would much rather like do something else. They're deciding to strategize, plan, plot, and scheme in a different way. They don't want to leave you alone. Like these women don't want to leave you alone. And these are individual women. This is not a group of women doing the same thing together. These are individual women, like I said in the beginning of the message. In their own reality, their own life, their own world, they individually are in this energy. They don't want other men to see you, like, because it's like you have definitely ruined these women's lives. To them, that's how they perceive it, because it's like they thought they were who they thought they were until you came along. I thought I was this and that until I saw that woman, and I questioned my whole identity type of energy. So you've had a deep impact in these people's minds and hearts, to say the least, right? That's why they in this energy, they just don't know what to do. They want to get rid of you. They wish you were not known or seen or heard of or anything like that. But there's nothing they can do about it. Like imagine, you don't even know these people. It's weird. Like this is strange. Divine feminines go through so much. Someone will see a picture of you on social media and be obsessed with the way your lips are shaped and the way you wear this and the way you say that, and or see you walking and they'll be obsessed with the way you walk or the way you look. It's like, and then it builds up to something else, because now your energy, right? There's the energy that you hold that holds the power of your womanhood. Like your energy speaks before you do. You're not. It's like these people look at you as a celebrity even though you're not. They treat you as one even though you're not. They desperately wish they could get rid of you and just make sure no one ever sees you and hears of you and knows you. But it won't change the fact that you are who you are and they are who they are. Like they can try and do all those things, but you still have the power that you have even in your deathbed. They'll still be who they are regardless. It won't change anything. But nonetheless, nothing's going to happen to you. Like I said, beloved, you know what I'm saying? This is just to alert you here. This is just to make you aware. So the next time you go out, take a look around you. See who often, or a car, you know, see what often surrounds you. There's something about that here where a vehicle is always around you, a specific person, a woman always shows up here, specific woman or specific car, and you don't think like that. Obviously, you're not like, man, are you stalking me? You're just living your life. You're going, you're doing your thing, or you're just living. But then there's that's happening, right? There's the stalking. These are women that are afraid to approach you. They're intimidated. They're afraid to speak to you. Like all they really can do is watch. It's all fun and games when they in their reality, their life, and their world, and they think they can do this and they feel like they can do this. But when they're actually supposed to do something, they run and hide, or they just stalk and lurk and roam in your energy from afar, and like it's just weird. It's just weird here. Like these women do so much just to be seen a certain type of way, just to have a certain image and reputation. You don't have to do anything to have your level of power as a woman. You just have to be yourself. And that's what deeply bothers these women. They're like, man, I'm doing so much to be who I am. You don't need to do anything to be who you are. Like these are women that go the extra mile. They'll go on the internet for hours and watch a specific theme of videos about how to be this, how to do that in a specific way as a woman, how to be more feminine, how to this, how to talk with seduction, how to use your tone to like these are those type of women here. Like they orchestrate their womanhood. They craft their womanhood to fit a specific image or reputation. Like these women have a deep fixation here, a deep obsession with you. And in their lives, they're seen as the light of the party. They're seen as these women that like, you know, da 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 da. But they So be mindful at this time. Take a look at your surroundings. Like literally, like just look around. All you need to do is just look around. You know, if you are on the road somehow outside of the comfort of your own space, just look around. Just observe. You're being called to observe, right? Don't do anything. Just observe. Okay, to Wands energy. Reverse though. Like, don't act upon what you see or anything like that. Like, let them be. Like, if you want to be a creep and you want to be weird, like, so, like, okay, you're a creep, you're a weirdo. Cool. So, has nothing to do with you. It's like someone coming into my home and like, let's use that as an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Let me not use myself. Let me use this prophetic vision that's coming through. I watched the movie yesterday, and there was this forensic investigator who was an expert in his league. He had put someone in prison with a specific case that he won, or you know, a specific specific case here. This person, when they got out of prison, they vowed to take the life of that person. Like, I'm gonna take your life. You put me in prison, even though they fell into what they fell into and they were wrong or whatever. They determined themselves to be like, you know what? So every day in prison, they were thinking about the fact that they need to get this person and take their life, because they're the reason that they're in prison. Like, they're the reason that da 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 da. It's like someone watching a general message, and because they're on the other end of it, let's say one of these women is watching this message, they're obviously gonna hate me. They obviously not gonna want this message out. They obviously want to do anything they can to even silently report or get other people to slander, or there's obviously going to be something that stands against. It's like they always going to not want me to win because of what I know, who I am, what I do. But it won't change the fact that I am who I am. I'll do what I do regardless. So like I'm saying, like, back to that forensic investigator. I don't know why I'm getting that, but he was such an expert. Like, and the person that was after him, because he solved the case and put that person in prison, that person was so sick that, like, he had a fantasy that he wanted to fulfill. He didn't just want to end that forensic investigator's life because he put him in prison and he had a grudge. Like, it was this sick fantasy that he wanted to see come to life. Like, he had, when he wanted to take that person's life, there's a scene in the movie where it was in the end where he walked in when that forensic investigator was the most vulnerable. And he had this briefcase with him that had all this equipment of ways that they want to hurt the forensic investigator. I'm channeling that energy where these women have specific sick fantasies they want to fulfill when it comes to you. Like these women have like this is just weird, man. There's specific fantasies they like to fulfill here. These women will always be in your energy, no matter where, what, who, why. They'll always stalk your life, no matter what. But they won't be able to do anything about it. You'll always have creeps just stalking your life. These women will always be in that energy. And with the sun here, nothing's going to happen to you. Like you'll continue to just live your life. These women will be haunted by their own things. Like it'll go from them being fixated and obsessed to them being guilty, feeling guilty that they're that demonic that they want to take another person's life because they're just being themselves. Like it'll happen on its own. You don't need to do anything. It'll catch up to them on its own. Like their actions, their thoughts, their feelings towards you, wishing certain things upon your life. It'll eat them inside. So you're being called to just silently observe. You'll see, you'll pick up the energy. And if you see someone show up where you are and you feel the energy from that person that something ain't right, that's one of those specific women here. It will just, all you need to do is just silently keep to yourself and observe and live your life and let people do what they do. It has nothing to do with you. How is it that someone is bothered by someone they don't know? Like, it's like, man, it's like, I hate you, da da da. And when you look at that person, you have no clue who they are. You don't even know their damn name. Like, man, it's weird, man. Like, it's really weird. Like, how do you fight with someone? Like, what do you, like, it's like, I don't owe you nothing. We ain't, what? Who are you? It's like weird. Like, these women are weird. These women are just weird. So, don't be anyone else but yourself. If someone approaches your reality, just in general, not just about these women, if someone ever approaches your reality in a specific way, do not give them anything. Like, if they coming through with negativity, being this, being that, hey, so like, are you gonna change your whole entire identity to also be negative in a specific way just because someone is being negative? No, let them be negative. Okay. Type of energy, okay? I'm being called to end this message here. Stay beautiful, stay loving, stay kind, stay caring, stay compassionate, empathetic, and nurturing, and let people be them. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month to get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.